All right, what is up? How you doing? And welcome back to the channel. It is FCneoTokyo, and we are back with episode 2 of My Heart in Fuego. What is My Heart in Fuego? I'm gonna stop doing this intro eventually, I promise. But My Heart in Fuego is basically the window into how I play FIFA. I would get it every year, play career mode. I don't play Ultimate Team. I don't play online. I'm not competitive. I just play the career mode, try and build a cool team of players that I like, and play for the team that I root for. So that's what we do. Right now, I'm just kind of checking my scouting report. I don't know why I'm doing that right now. I like to do that off the stream because it's a lot of me just staring at people's names. But anyway, a little bit disturbing news. And if you missed the last episode, actually, my bad. If you missed the last episode, we're in the preseason. We're in a preseason tournament playing teams we don't normally get to play. We played Lobos. We won 2-0. Nemanja Nikolic with the first one, and Jonathan Campbell scored. Hey. But Alexander Katai picked up a bruised elbow. He's going to be out for 5 days. We're okay. We're okay with that. I'm fine with that. And then Patrick McLean asked if he could play, and I'm going to politely tell him to go fuck himself. He's just not good enough. Which is okay. I mean, he should know what role he signed up for. Auto replace, because I can just change it in this screen right here. Alright, what is this team? And I'm about to be embarrassed by not being able to pronounce it. Stadio Ateca Rani. Nope, not doing that. Yeah, not doing that. Campos? Is he the best option? He is not. Well, I mean, he is. He is. You know what he is? Let's put Campos in there. Sony got the run out last game. I don't fuck around with injuries. At one point, oh man, Bronchio is a 64. Anyway. Okay, yeah. What was it? What was the story I was telling? Oh no. I got sidetracked by what I was doing. Completely missed the story. Anyway, I don't screw around with injuries. I one time had this game, or not this game, but I had what game was it? I don't remember which year it was, but one of these FIFAs I was playing, and it was like, oh, it's just a band-aid. He can keep playing, blah 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 blah. So I played and finished the game. It was like my best player, and then he was out for 6 months because I finished the game with him, and ever since it's like I don't even care. Bandit, you're coming right off. I can't do that.
Second round of games, match day 2 in the North American
Colombian team.
Trophy. Alan Smith, who's suffered a few pre-seasons in the past. Is it similar to what you didn't have such high-profile games when you were warming up all those years ago, did you?
No, and yeah, we're gonna. It is the preseason. But we're going to run out of first choice 11, basically, and for multiple reasons. The first is the team is too thin. My team is just far too thin. We're not good, and I have to sign a bunch of new players, and I totally forgot. Between now and the third game, I'm probably going to go on the free agent market and try and get me a left back, because I only have one. Only have one. Only one guy who can play left back. I mean, maybe I can do 5 in the back and put Luis. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. If Corrales has to sit, I'm going to do 5 in the back. But really just play him. Actually, I'll do 3 in the back. And then my wing backs won't be necessarily backs. Okay, I've got this figured out. Maybe I should... Nah, I was about to say, maybe I should try playing 3 in the back now. Nah, I like a 4-3-3. I like it. I'm not good at it. I don't have the players or the personnel to run it. I'm making bad passes. But I like it. It makes me feel like I have more attackers on the field. I like to attack with 6 and defend with 4. Nope. That was a bad throw. That was a bad everything. Matt Polster is not a right back. Matt Polster is not a right back. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. He's not going to play for Chicago. But Matt Polster is not a goddamn right back.
And long from the goalkeeper's kick.
Beautiful.
For the team to attack into.
Slow it up, slow it up.
It's a neat pass. In with a chance. It's a corner.
How do I always get this situation where Dax McCarty is taking a shot and making that run and not Schweinsteiger? It's disturbing and frustrating.
Corner's taken.
Because Schweinsteiger's got much more offensive ability than our ginger friend. Now, is that offensive? I did call him a ginger in the last episode, and I really don't do that. Again, why is McCarty the one taking the shot? But I don't usually like to do that, honestly. I don't call redheaded people gingers very often. Is that even offensive? And can it be offensive because they're white people, and really white people have ruled the planet and have basically commandeered everything and everything? Can you really be too terribly offensive against them?
Cleared away by the defender.
Things to think about.
This is going to be a throw.
I said them. I mean, I am a white person. I'm not crazy, but just a thought. Krause, thank you. I was damn sure that guy was going to turn back around and go towards the defense. I was damn sure he was not about to help out on that offense, but he did.
Mosquera. Gomez.
It sounds like Corrales got a lot of playing time because I heard rumors of Brandon Vincent playing center back, which must have been funny. How did...
Disappointed that didn't lead to more.
No speed.
And the ball knocked away long.
I should have done something. I should have done better with that. That was wasteful. Can't be wasteful in this game. They don't give you that many chances.
As a unit, but no real attacking outlet, so the game is being played in their half. Munoz. Mosquera. Well, that looked dangerous until he made the interception.
I have a bad feeling goalkeeping mistakes are going to cost me a few points in this season. Well, until a transfer window. You know what I like to do? I started this last FIFA, and I kind of love the idea, but I wonder what the ratings of the two players are right now. But I did a platoon system between Sean Johnson. I brought Sean Johnson back home. For you all who don't know, Sean Johnson of NYCFC started his career in Chicago. I brought Sean back home, but I did a platoon between Sean and Jonathan Gonzalez. Or not Jonathan. Is it? Oh shit! Now I forget his name. Oh, nice save. Nice save. But the guy from FC Dallas. He was a dual national who could have went U.S. or Mexico. I think he chose Mexico. I'm not sure. Oh. That was a hell of a block because he was in free.
Vasquez. Gomez. Delivered into the box. He's gone in with the header.
Well, I muted myself to sneeze and it didn't happen.
It's come off the top of his head, that one.
I'm back.
Well, he must be pretty happy this
Player to watch. Dude, this is so funny. Jonathan Campbell, in the last 3 iterations of FIFA, has been rated higher than any other center back on the team. And he's been literally awful. Like 3 years ago, I was just kept forcing it. I'm like, I can't play with him. I just had to sell him right away. Because it was just like, he was just so awful. And then the next year, I was like, okay, I'm going to play with Jonathan Campbell. I'm going to give it a shot. And literally the first half of the first game that I played ever of this game, own goal, Jonathan Campbell. And, like, he's just been awful the last few years, even though having the higher rating. And then this season, I just didn't even try him the first couple games that I played. Because I don't even want to admit that this is, like, the third time I've tried to start this series. I'll tell those stories one day. When they're less painful and cringy. So, anyway, I've been resistant. I wasn't even going to give him a shot. Oh, God, this was a great save. Ugh. Made me feel good. So, anyway, I didn't even, wasn't even going to try him. And then, obviously, I was just leaking goals like a sieve with Christian Dean and Kappelhoff or Lillard and whoever else. So finally I threw him in, and now this year's game he's awesome, and this is the year that the Fire are just getting rid of him. It's just like, of course. Although we just had in real life time the expansion draft, and actually the first round of the waiver draft, and well, actually like a few different drafts. And yes, whatever, if you're not an MLS fan, you kind of don't understand, but it's like, it's our silly season, right? It's like the transfer window, because our league, for whatever reason, puts on shackles on itself to have a salary cap, so we have to have fun little playful transfers. So anyway, I digress. So we just got done with the expansion draft a little bit ago. Oh shit, he's in. Oh. Best keeper on the planet, the post. Anyway, I did not realize, and maybe I'm stupid, I did not realize that FC Cincinnati was coming in next season. And then on top of that, I thought the Crew were like going to be officially done after this year. So like, they saved the Crew, so they're going to play next year, but then they're going to sign Caleb Porter as their coach, but like, are they going to, or is Precourt going to, and he's signing the coach of what will be Austin? Like, what is actually going on over there at this point? Or did he technically sell his team already to whoever this group or these people or person who decided to save the Crew, and now they're actually building off of what is there, which I highly doubt, because we've already seen that when, like, in other American sports, like when the Cleveland Browns went to Baltimore, they went to Baltimore. The Cleveland Browns did not get to have the Browns. And we also saw, like, with the San Jose earthquake, they moved to Houston and proceeded to win a bunch of championships. So, I don't know. Man, there's one thing I do like about playing FIFA on the stream here, is it allows me a chance to just flow, just talk, just feel. Just feel. Take a breath, you know. Man, I really kind of want to sign a big splash player, and like Chucky Lozano or like Leun, or, you know, obviously I have some other ideas of more reasonable people, because those transfers were not reasonable when I looked at them.
2 minutes left, that's added time. Here's a chance to attack.
Ooh, what a heavy touch from Corrales. Shit. I'm trying to, oh man, I don't know how well I did. I'm trying not to, like, most of my content is, blue is not quite the word, but like, we're adults here. Okay. Whew. Whew. We're adults here. So we let the 4-letter bombs fly. We, you know, most of the time. But I want this series, My Heart and Fuego, to be not PG, but I just don't want to be dropping F-bombs and this, that, and the other all the time. I want maybe even a younger person to maybe even watch this. So, I'm going to try. Hopefully the first episode I didn't go all beep beep and beep beep, but we'll see. Do we need any change? We need to make a change. Oh god, Corrales is tired. Oh god. Now we'll slit Hassler over there. Who cares?
Here we go.
Who cares?
Into the second half of this second match in the group stage.
Yeah, looking forward to it. It was quite a closely run affair, so I wonder if that will continue in this second half.
Yeah, it'd be nice to actually win this game and secure my place into the knockout round. Oh, of this tournament. Oh, I should have been less wasteful with the ball. I knew it. As soon as I hit this shot, I was like, that's gonna sky. But I'm shocked that FC Cincinnati is starting this season. I'm just, I don't know, man. I believe that if we had 2 or 3, damn it, Corrales, we had 2 or 3 leagues worth of East and West divided conferences that then did whatever, we could have Pro Rel work well in this country and still have, say, 28 teams in the top flight, which I would not be against. It's not the end of the world to have more teams. I mean, it's a huge ass country with a bunch of travel. It's best to split it up. It's best to have East and West. It's just is. I mean, it's just the size of our country. We can't, like,
playing on the shoulder, but just needs to hold his gun a touch. Yeah, he's having a little
we're at a
go at his
weird
teammate.
spot
He did want that pass earlier.
in this country where we're gonna get deep here, but where people are so like, no, it's just America, greatest. Ah. No, man, the original. I wanted that. I wanted that.
Well, if he keeps
I
getting
wanted
those
it.
kind of areas, I'm sure he'll score pretty soon.
Oof. And it's like the lie that we were told that they never wanted to actually do, but the principle in which this whatever kind of settlement that we have here, he was off, thank you. Whatever kind of settlement we have here, we'll make that change, why not? Fuck it.
We are going to see a substitution now.
Just talked about it. I just talked about it. Anyway. So whatever, we based the ideal of this settlement on bringing together ideas. Bringing together the best of everywhere else and deciphering and filtering through and then moving forward as best as we can. And we don't do that. We don't pick up information from other people. We've closed ourselves off from other cultures and ideals, and just it's just stupid. And then there's also a converse type of thinking, like with soccer, that like, oh well, they do it over in Europe, so it's obviously the better way. Like no matter what, and it's like we can have our own thing, but we shouldn't have our own thing to the extent that we don't have pro rel at all, and that like. What's the big deal about doing like what Mexico kind of does, where it's like, and the reason I'm celebrating that one so hard is not because like I care to win this game so much, because it is the preseason, but I did that correctly, and I don't usually. Most of the time, I would have just kicked that one way right into the keeper, would have bounced off. I double tapped it, and I got the little lift on it. It made me feel good. I reckon he feels his team can go on and win this. I love it. Makes you feel good. We working on that golden boot. We working on that golden boot. Anyway, we can have our own thing. Russia isn't on everybody else's schedule. Like, I don't want the sport to die because its ratings are going up against football every week, but it's still like I don't know what the right thing is. I honestly believe the schedule issue we're on the such ape tribal mentality that I need to get out of that programming. But that is a whole nother conversation that I'm not sure any of you is ready for. But I digress. Which I say a lot. I need to come up with some more terms and phrases and. What do we got? What do you want me to do? Yeah, let's do that. But in America, I believe MLS has a better schedule. I think they're going to shorten it up at the end with the playoffs, which I very much like. If they maybe started in late February and ended in mid-November, like really, like how dope would it be, like a Thanksgiving MLS Cup? Like maybe you do it that weekend, not on Thanksgiving, but you do it that weekend, like that Saturday or Sunday. I would rather Saturday, to be perfectly honest. But like then it would be like, you know, and then they always waste 4th of July. That should be like this huge rivalry week thing that everybody does. Like there's a few certain things, but I think the schedule is closer to what is realistic. Like the reason that you have seen me in so many of these streams in the exact same sweatshirts is because A, most of the time when I'm streaming, I'm in my pajamas. Real talk. B, though, where I live, it's fucking cold. It's freaking cold. It's just really, really cold. And so, like, it just is. I'm not gonna stand outside of and watch a soccer game. I'm not gonna. No. Screw it. So, I mean, I think we're closer to, like, and that's the thing, we can have our own schedule, right? That's not the end of the world. But we shouldn't have a salary cap, and we shouldn't have a completely closed league. Like, there is no crime a bit, like, especially with this whole, they invested so much money to blah, blah, blah. Well, then right now, let's stop talking about it. We'll implement it right now. You got 10 years. You got 10 years, and the lowest point total over those 10 years, accounting for some kind of metric with expansion, you know, then boom. Yeah, lowest point total after 10 years. Both sides. You know, and then after that, the next season you have 2 teams from East and West get relegated every year / promoted. Because let's not forget about the promotion side of things. Like what kind of freaking world do we live in where we are given the joy to have Didier Drogba partially own and play for a team in Arizona of all places, in the 3rd division of soccer, in a country that could give a less about soccer? What planet are we on that David Villa like had a huge career over here? Like, what planet are we in that Bastian Schweinsteiger? Okay, and we're going to talk about Bastian Schweinsteiger right now. I don't understand. I do / don't understand some of these guys who came over here to Major League Soccer just to get that paycheck. Because, like, you can't tell me that he actually, being a part of teams like Bayern Munich and Manchester United, you're not going to tell me that he believes that this team can compete for anything. He doesn't. He's just getting a check, and he's comfortable. And that sucks. Like, I would rather a guy show up here. Like, I would rather see 2 things. Like, I want to see the Joseph Martinez of the world come here, wreck shop for 2-3 years, get a big deal somewhere else, and then even, like, after he's in Europe for 4 or 5 years, then come back. You know what I'm saying? And I want the people who come over here from Europe or even anywhere to have a little bit more pride and less, like just getting comfortable. Like, it looked like Wayne Rooney had a little bit more of this pride. Like I just said, Bastian Schweinsteiger knows good and goddamn well that this team, no matter what, even like now, even if they told him pie in the sky signings that they had, there's no way this team competes for anything. I want a guy to come over to Major League Soccer who's been like a Bastian Schweinsteiger. I would rather see a Bastian Schweinsteiger come over to Major League Soccer and be like, I won everywhere. I only go to the team that wins. We're going to win. We're going to win every game. We're supposed like I want them to come here with the legacy in mind. Like the guys who like, well, I won championships in this country, and this country, and I'm going to win a championship in this gosh darn country. You know, like, that's more exciting. But I can also understand because these guys are not. Yep.
It's a terrific goal and a terrific time, and it should sail the way.
So triangle and circle is the worst celebration in the history of FIFA. Nah, second worst. I used to love the dead fish one where they just and then it just became the only one I was able to do, like, because I could, the only like buttons I would be pressing. I'm actually overheating. I just talked about how cold it is, and here I am overheating. But oh yeah, nipple action. Anyway, oh god, TOS. Just talked all this nonsense about him, and then he scores the goal. That's how it goes. I think I'm going to give him this season. I was talking about this in the last episode. I didn't know if I was going to sell him the next transfer window to get money out of him, or if I was going to give him a farewell tour. I'm going to give him a farewell tour. But I am going to really try and sign Kellen Acosta.
Clever ball.
Oh no. Oh no, he got around me.
Good interception. Any danger to the goal is gone with that clearance.
Oh man, we really didn't make many changes in this game. Ooh. I guess we did. I guess we did.
In with a challenge.
I do like preseason where you can just make so many changes. And I've never understood I've never understood the 18-man roster. Like to be 100, that's another thing about FIFA. It all over that I would change. Like for real, the one thing I actually really love about a World Cup is that every please make mental note of this, because once the season starts you won't be seeing much of this. But that was beautiful hit by Luis Soniak.
Well, if it wasn't wrapped up before, Alan, it certainly
I'm starting to surprise myself here. So we'll see. That was wonderfully hit, though. That makes me happy. It's alright, man. This game, I have noticed against myself, this game is very much a momentum game. Like, I scored, I really kind of broke their back. They're really on the, they had to go on the front foot, and then I had a minute with Soniak, and I hit that upper corner. Like, look at this counter. Back it up. Let's just hold on to the ball. Let's pass it around. Oh, so I digress. I was talking about one thing that I love about the World Cup, which is that every guy on the roster is on the bench. You have anybody you can choose from. Like, I really think it's dumb that you have to have the game day 18 and you can't have everybody on the roster on the bench. Like, and I mean, I don't know, is there some kind of like labor issue with that? Is there a thing where the players have said, no, I gotta know that I'm not gonna play, like I gotta know, like I'm just not gonna dress? Or is it just kind of just a weird rule, like, so that the other team doesn't have to game plan for 70,000 different things? We won this. We are going into the next round, which means I get to be super experimental with the roster next game. I'm so happy about that. Luis Soniak. When they signed Luis Soniak from Colorado and tried to tell us as fans that he was going to be the striker the following year, made me miss Dominic Oduro. Which I do miss Dominic Oduro. He needs to stop eating that pizza. Stuff is man-made food-like substances. It ain't real food. Anyway. No. Oh my god. I got another freaking trophy? Like, this is actually strange. I got 2 trophies in the last 2 games I've played. So yeah, Patrick McLean, you didn't get to play. I'm sorry. That's a lie. I'm not really sorry at all. What do we got here? Ooh, final scouting reports on people. Anyway, that's where I'm going to wrap this one up, though. If you guys had anywhere near as much fun as I did, give it a like, subscribe, leave some comments. Listen, this is just the very beginning. We're going to play all season. We're going to do another season. Like, I'm going to build this team. We're going to be in this together. Me and you. I know, it'll be great. Listen, FCneoTokyo over on Twitch, FCneoTokyo on YouTube. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Peace out, everybody. It has been real, and we gonna win this tournament.